There's no right or wrong answer.
I would just give my mom a couple million just for everything she's been through with me. Yeah, a couple
Wait,
million.
hold on.
But I don't think she would force me.
Out
Like,
of
she
what,
wouldn't
though?
force me.
A couple million out of what? Because a couple is like two. So what are we talking about? A couple of million out of what?
I mean, well, okay, you didn't tell me how much I was making.
You
How
just
much
said
am I making?
you just said you'd give her a couple million. So it's like, all right,
I'm saying, but how much? I'm saying, okay, how much am I making?
that's not a part.
Give me-
No, it's not. It's not about what you're making. It's about how much you think she's earned. It ain't got nothing to do with how much you're making. How much you quantify?
Oh,
How
okay.
much you think she's earned, or how much
My
you think?
mama?
Yeah, your mama,
Right.
Miss Calloway.
He probably earned the whole damn contract. No. But yeah, a couple million. I go with 2 million.
Okay.
$1.5 million, 2 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she probably was trying to give. She probably tried to give me most of that back. But yeah.
Okay, the reason I asked you that is because I ran across this article. Like I said, today, slow sports day. So you gotta be creative. You gotta find different things. And I thought this was very, very interesting because it kind of touched on something that I had spoken about some months or years ago. I don't remember how long ago it was, but Philip Buchanan, former Miami Dolphin, I believe, got drafted by the Buccaneers. I think he played some time in New York.
Yeah. Yeah, he played with Buccaneers, yeah.
I think he played some time in with the Giants as well. But he wrote a book because his mom apparently demanded. Hold on, where's my article that I highlighted this stuff on? Anyway,
He demanded?
his mom demanded $1 million, and her reasoning was, here it is. His quote was, "Soon after the draft, she told me that I owed her $1 million for raising me for the last 18 years." He told that to FoxSports.com. Well, a quote, "That was news to me. If my mother taught me anything, it's that this is the most desperate demand that a parent can make on a child. The covenant of having a child is simply that you give your child everything possible and they owe you nothing beyond a normal amount of love and respect. There is no financial arrangement. If you get old and infirm and your kids are around to help you out at that point, then you're lucky. It's not written in any social contract." And I found that to be very, very interesting because we always talk about this dynamic of, especially in the black community, of the single mom. And I'm very, very critical of these moms that try to make their sons into their quasi guy, like they're dating their son. And it's like a weird like Oedipus type thing, but it happens all the time. Like when you start calling your 5-year-old the man of the house, there's a problem because he's not the man of anything. If somebody breaking that joint, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna run and hide just like you. He don't pay no bills. It's like I always compare it to like if I just go buy me a white overcoat and a stethoscope and expect people to start calling me a doctor. Hell no. Like people go through a lot to be able to earn that term. People go through a lot of schooling and training to be able to have that term. And for me to consider myself a doctor just because I have the tools, it's disrespectful. The same thing with any young boy that somebody is telling them that they're a man. No. Manhood is earned through life experience. Because there's a lot of boys that are my age. To be 100 with you, that's a real talk. Just ask some of these women out here. They'll tell you in a minute. Like they come home and they left in the morning. Their dude was playing Mortal Kombat or Madden. They come back at 5 o'clock. He's still playing Madden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there.
Except for his buddies are over.
Right.
They got off work.
Right. They know that ate up all your damn food in your refrigerator. But he goes on to say that, quote, "I bought my mom a house," end quote. Quote, "I also advised her to sell the old one that I grew up in when I put a new roof over her head, but my mother had other plans. Instead of selling my childhood home, she decided to rent it to my aunt. So I had to finance my mother, the budding landlord, only this wasn't an investment. It was an encumbrance because I didn't share in my mother's profit-making scheme. For the next 7 years, I continued to make mortgage and maintenance payments on both homes." Yep, Mom, you done overstepped. Yeah, habitual line stepper is what she is.
Yeah, she doing too much. Yeah, because if he
Habitual line stepper.
That's exactly what she is. Yeah.
right, and I know that he probably didn't buy her no little bitty house.
Come on.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on now. You know that. He's
So,
from Miami.
Yeah, so it's one of those deals where Mom kind of doing a little bit too much right now. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you asked me how much would I give my mom? You know what I'm saying? So
No. Remember, that's not what I asked you. I asked you, how much do you think? Can you quantify in dollars how much she earned by raising you?
Yeah.
Because again, it has nothing to do with your money. How much you would give her? How much do you think she would deserve?
But you know what? I think it's like with the house situation. I think that if I bought my mom a house, I mean, I would hope she'd be satisfied. I mean, because then if I was paying all the bills just like that dude was doing, paying on 2 houses and all of that, right? I don't think you can step to me and ask me for no damn $1 million. I don't think you can, like, if for you to step to me like that, then I'm gonna come back at you like Dez Bryant and his mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't just coming to me like that. And that's probably what happened with Dez.
No.
Like,
There's a better example. There's a better example than that. The young tackle for the Dallas Cowboys, Tyron Smith, he actually filed a restraining order against his parents and his people because they would not leave him alone. They would come to his house banging on his door. He gave him money when he first signed. He was like, here's your money. I'm talking like 6-figure money. Like, here's your money out of my signing bonus. Do with it what you want to, but understand, this is the money that I'm giving you, period, point blank.
Then that's it.
Yeah,
right.
They went ahead and blew it, and guess what? Came back looking for more and would not leave this man and his woman. Like, basically, these people were stalking their own son. Like, imagine you having to put a restraining order out on Miss Calloway.
Right. I mean, but this is not unheard of because I know you remember, like right around the time Michael Jackson died, right? His brothers and the sisters, they were all saying that they would come to the house, but the security guard would not let them in the driveway. So it's not uncommon for folks to be coming to you looking for stuff, like especially when you got it. I mean, Gary Coleman was one of the first person I ever heard doing it. You know, he sued and divorced his parents because they took all his bread.
Well, that's a little bit different. He made the bread while he was a minor, so they were kind of over the money and just didn't give it to him when he got old enough. That's kind of different than somebody coming at you for your money that's already in your bank account. You see what I'm saying? It kind of has a different.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's different, but it's just unbelievable because there are a lot of parents out there like that. Like, well, I took you to football practice at Glenwood Hills from the time you turned 7 till the time you start playing middle school. Then I picked you up in middle school practice every day. Then when you went to high school, you needed this, I did that. Went to like there's parents out there like that, man. They either have a written list or a mental list.
And the reality is that as a parent, being a parent is a thankless job. Period. Point blank. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Yep. And I've always told people, if my son were to make it rich, he don't owe me nothing. That's his money. His money, his one with his wife or whoever, his kids, whatever he does with it is his money. Like, and that's just like some man-to-man type stuff. Like, because at that point he'll be a man as well. So like, he don't owe me nothing. If he decide he want to do something good for his mama or whatever, by all means, you know what I mean. But he definitely don't owe me. He don't owe me or her anything. But just as I think sometimes as men or as boys, we have a certain affinity towards our moms. You know what I mean? So at any time we have something, you know, we more so do for our moms than our dad. And my dad probably put that in me because my dad's dude just like he'll tell me he needs something. Like the other day, he's like, man, I need some shoes. What you got up there? I was like, look, I'll get you some shoes. No. Give me something that you're not wearing no more. Like, what you mean? I mean, I could do that, sure, but all right, whatever. Come in.
Your daddy wants some of them colors, boy.
Yeah, I'm like, come on there.
All the flavors you get.
Yeah, I told. Look, no. Here's crazy about this dude. When at my first radio gig, we did a promotion with Reebok when the S Carters came out, right? So they gave us all some S Carters or whatever. And I didn't like them. I wore them, and I was like, I don't like these. I don't like the way they fit on my feet. So I wore them one time. I gave them to my pops. He had no idea what was happening. He had no idea what they were. He was just like, I appreciate it. And then, like, I think later on somebody might have told him what they were. So now he think he's like big junk now. He's like, boy, got these Reeboks on. Like, they ain't even just Reeboks, dude. They're signature shoes by Jay-Z. I ain't even going to all that.
Those are
yeah, I ain't even going to all that. I was like, yeah, you're right. You got Reeboks on. Congratulations, my man. You know, whatever, old guy.
It is easy for your dad, so you can go buy your dad's on all black classic Reeboks. Be like, man, these those Doug Williams.
Yeah, he was. Because they all black. I see what you did there. Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna give you one there. Yeah, there you go.
They're your pop. That's it.
There you go.
What part of Florida they live in?
They right outside Orlando in Winter Garden.
Oh my God, he had so much swag walking around. Winter Garden swag.
You stupid.
You would be tell him nothing.
You stupid.
But y'all got them Doug Williams.
Anyway, let's finish up. Let's finish up this Philip Buchanan story. It says eventually Philip Buchanan stopped giving his family money, but he says he lost several $100,000 before he reached that point. The book is called New Money and Staying Rich, or not and Staying Rich. New Money, Staying Rich. It's designed to teach others who come into money at a young age how to say no. That's very important from that. I'm glad Philip Buchanan is doing that, man.
So does he still have money?
I guess because I guess you got to buy the book to find out. But he says, keep new money, staying rich. I don't know, maybe. I try to look up his contract situation, but Spotrac is only giving me his last stuff because I wanted to see what his signing bonus was coming out of Miami. If he could have just bought her like a $200,000 house, cash money, like what you doing paying notes on? Like what did you buy her?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, for just your mom?
Wow, yeah. Why do you have a note?
Yeah, come on. If you can cut the check now, if his sign, I don't remember what round he got taken in. Maybe I should have looked that up first and foremost. He was drafted by the Oakland Raiders, 17th overall. Nah, no, that's money there, cuz. Yeah, my man, you should have just dropped the check on the whole crib right away, dude. Right away. So the only thing left to do is pay the taxes every year, and you'd have been done with that whole situation, my dude. Nah, 17th overall. This was in 2002 when Cats was getting like huge checks from the NFL. Yeah.
And he went 17?
Yeah, to the Raiders. So you already know.
Yes,
that's when Al Davis was still alive, cutting major checks.
Well, I'm looking at CelebrityNetwork.com. They saying he's worth about $3 million right now.
Yeah, he still got good money on his books, and it's good for him, kind of like pay it forward, man. Let these kids know that it's all right. You know what I mean? It's all right. It's your money. And I always remember what our guy Terrell Troop told us that day, man. And it's always going to stick in my mind. He was like, look, you got to understand, these dudes are 25, between 20 and 25 years old, trying to make all the money they're going to need to make for the rest of their lives. And I was like, damn, when you think about it that way, like it may be one of those things where you say, damn, that dude getting $10 million. But he's 25 years old. If he lived to 75, that's $10 million over the course, you know what I mean, of like 50 more years. So I totally felt that when he said it, man. It was like a couple years ago when you had him in the studio and he said it, and I was like, it just rang so true to me that you don't necessarily always hear that perspective coming from players. And again, this is why personally, this is why I do this, because there are those type of perspectives that you don't get from the regular media. They're just gonna tell you, oh, look at these cats. These cats went broke. Ah, look at these stupid black kids. It ain't always like that. Most of these dudes, all they trying to do is flip their money, and they get caught up in bad business ideas. Everybody's pulling at you, saying, look, I got the best new thing, man. Invest in this. And it's like, well, shoot, all right. I need to make this $10 million. Make me $10 million. Instead of doing it slow, the slow and growth thing, the way people talk about, they want to flip it immediately, because most of these dudes come from that environment where what you do, you get two LBs, you want to flip it immediately. You water it down. If we can talk frankly, that's where crack came from. You know what I mean? Dude was like, I got a key of Coke. What can I do to make this key of Coke 2 keys? Add baking soda. Boil and stir. I don't know the recipe. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, okay, so I was just looking up the Philip Buchanan information. You know how the little things pop up on the side, right, to get you to click?
Like, yeah, whose boobs are these? Whose boobs are they?
No, the headline said, this is what the headline said. Bobby Bonilla is one of the highest paid players on the Mets roster this season. He's 52 and retired in 2001.
Yeah, that's baseball for you. Yeah.
Hey, that dude is the 12th highest paid player on the Mets roster right now. $1.2 million for the 2015 season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God!
String it out so it don't hit you every year. Yeah. That's the problem with not having a salary cap and having guaranteed salaries across the board. You find ways to kind of elongate these salaries, and if you tell me you're gonna give me $1 million every year for the next whatever 20 or 30 years, I'll do that. That's what the Lakers did with Magic. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you a $30 million contract, $1 million a year, 30 years, or whatever it was.